Hola amigos, what is up? This is Raga, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy III. In the last episode, we cleared up some stuff in the town of Amur, I think was the name of the town? I don't know. And we got some shoes, which allowed us to cross this place. Ooh, we can even stand on it. I've heard of walking on sunshine, but I've never heard of walking on... stuff. Whatever's in that stuff. Apparently it's bottomless. I don't quite believe them, but still probably wouldn't want to fall in there. Anyway, today we're going to be taking on Goldor's Manor. Ooh, and what a great manor it is. I mean, look at this, it's all covered in gold. That's fantastic and not in any way just kind of tacky. Alright, so Goldor's Manor actually doesn't really have that much stuff in it. It's actually a very short dungeon, but for as short as this dungeon is, it is awesome. Do you know why? Because everything's made out of gold, of course. I don't think you've been really paying that much attention. Probably should do a little bit more of that. Was Refia? Okay, front, side to side, I guess. Anyway, since this is our oh wow, they can actually attack before we get into that. Anyway, as I was saying, because this is our first battle of the video, I'm not gonna just run away from it. That would be cowardice, of course, and I am no coward. Wow. That was pretty impressive, Angus. I must say. I'm liking where this is going. We're starting to deal lots of damage. The enemies here don't really have that much health to speak of, so... You know, I actually think we're in pretty good standings. Maybe we're even a little bit over level as well, but since the enemies on the outside were kind of giving me some trouble, I don't want to say that we're that much over level. I mean, we might be a little bit, but probably not by that much. Goldor's Manor actually doesn't have that much going for it, though. It has a lot of enemies, and the enemies here do drop pretty good amounts of money, which is very nice, but as you can see, the rooms are all empty and filled with golden birds. How does this make sense? I understand that gold is a somewhat lightweight and soft material, but is it lightweight material? All I know is that it's kind of soft for metals, so... It's actually why they don't make a lot of pure gold things, because they tend to distort if too much pressure is put on them. Which is why they have all the carrot things and stuff like bajillion carrot gold, cinnamon glazed carrot gold. That one's a good one. I actually could go for some cinnamon glazed carrots right now. Haven't had those in a while. Oh man, I'm not much for vegetables, but if you manage to make vegetables taste like some kind of weird sweet candy pastry and stuff, that's good. That's good. Also, editing these videos together has really reminded me of how much I say and stuff. So, maybe I should try cutting down on that just a little bit. What do you guys say? Is it annoying? Well, it's probably annoying, because... I mean, I'm annoying. Oh ho ho! I'm playing Final Fantasy, I'm so extreme! I'm a glasses fetishist that doesn't actually have any friends! I'm so awesome! Totally! Okay, so... there's even gold bears, which again, I don't really see how? I mean, golden eagles, those are crazy, but... having golden bears? I mean, bears are just bad news in general. That's why there's a film out there called Bad News Bears. I think there's a film out there called Bad News Bears. I'm not entirely sure at this point. My brain's been kind of messed up. Well, my brain's usually always messed up, so whatever, wouldn't be the first time. So I love how the dungeon makes no sense for today, because today is not a golden day, or anything like that. Is there a golden day? Golden Girls Marathon? Probably not. That would be kind of weird. But actually, as I'm recording it, today is, September 9th actually, and September 9th is actually just about to end. And more random monsters, except it's just muscly dudes with swords. Are these guys also made of gold? They seem to incorporate a lot of fabric and not actually golden things. Huh, weird. You'd think this game would get stats straight, or stories straight. Stat stories? What am I saying? Anyway, today as I am recording this, it is almost about to be September 10th, but right now it is September 9th, which is both Cerno Day and the day that the Dreamcast launched in North America. I've always kind of wanted a Dreamcast, actually. But what games would I play on a Probably a lot of Jet Set Radio. I remember Jet Set Radio functions a little bit better when you're on an actual controller and not just using keyboard controls that are mapped to buttons, because having actual buttons gives you a lot more room to do things, I guess? I don't know, either way, there's somewhere around here that gives you 11 gold swords. I believe it's in a completely different room, but I'm not entirely sure. We may actually have to go back here, but getting those gold swords is actually really good because they're actually awesome. I don't know why you'd need 11 of them, but they're definitely a great... Hey, 777! Not bad, Lunith. Not bad at all. So I believe there's only 2 blood weapons in the game. There's a blood lance later on that the Dragoon can get, which is actually going to be really good because it's a lot more powerful than the blood sword. Oh man, so much blood. Oh. I could write a creepypasta about all this blood, and it would be great. All that hyper-realistic blood. Spoopy spaghetti with hyper-realistic marinara. Oop. There comes the thunder. Thunder? Not too bad, actually. I was gonna complete a Thundercats reference, but then I realized that it's not that bad, so it's not gonna really qualify itself for the Thundercats reference. Maybe. If it asks politely enough, then possibly, but until then, I'm not giving it it. It wants to have weird 80s cartoons about furries for some reason. I mean, I'm not gonna stop it from doing it, but I'm not going to provide that for him. I'm not going to be an enabler here. That would just be wrong. Also, Ark, were you supposed to level up at that point? Oh right, he's down a little bit of it. Yeah, he's down a little bit of an experience. Down a little bit of an wow. Wow. Tailsfire Raga, your English is the besterest. Oop. There's a big stairway with some bears. If this was the completionist, then that would just be even more bad news. Like I've said, bears are just kind of bad news. It's got some arrow on them, and... or more like cast some barrow on them. Heyo! Alright, come on. How much damage is this gonna do? More than I thought, less than I was hoping. Oop, 333. 333 club. Oh man, no one died from that. Oh, but shit, Ark's about to, probably. Oh man, this is going to be... Oop, he's dead. Maybe I should have ran away from this back attack instead. Ooh, Ark. Not doing so hot, I see. Oh well, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of power leveling on Ark to get him back up, but... that means I'm also gonna have to do a little bit more, stealing items as well. That's gonna be fun. How many Phoenix Downs am I down now? 3? I'd better just steal like 50 of them just to make sure. Ah, but I hate using Phoenix Downs in this game because, again, there's such a limited supply that you just kinda feel like you're missing something. And I totally miss those gold swords too, that's gonna be great. We are fucked without them, aren't we? You will not take my crystal. Instead, you will take a sound thrashing. Oh man, Goldor. How did you even get a mansion like this? I mean, it's nice and stuff, but how much money did you have to put into this place? Do you really need a crystal to have everything gold? I mean, there's people out there turning music into this stuff. You don't need to go through these extremes, man. Oh, whatever. This is Goldor, and it's actually a great idea to have a melee party member available. Or multiple melee parties available, actually. And this is mainly because Goldor is actually very resistant to magic. In fact, magic will not hurt him at all. Or, if it does hurt him, it will hurt him so little that it's not even going to matter. Which means you're probably going to want to use melee attackers. Goldor is also well aware of this and usually casts Protect, which makes himself look even more golden. Oh man, what is this guy's favorite cereal? Probably Golden Grams. What is this guy's favorite rap track? All gold everything. So you know, he's got a lot of stuff going for him. The joke is he's clad in gold, so I'm going to make all these references to stuff. Oop. Who's gonna be blind? No one, haha, because we only have 2 eyes. That was a joke, everyone. Thanks for coming out. Other than that, however, Goldor doesn't really do all that much. He casts Protect, he casts Blind, and I think there's also a chance that he may cast either Thunder or Thundara. I don't think he casts Thundaga quite yet, but he might. He might. In which case, you will probably take a sound thrashing, just like he threatened. Oop, here comes Blind. The thief. But thankfully we don't have a thief, so we don't have Blind. Mo thieves, mo problems. We have no thieves, so no problems. Alright, we're dealing some pretty decent damage though, all things considered. Especially considering that he's got Protect up. Actually, do we have Protect? No, we do not. Protect's a level 5 spell. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What were you thinking, man? Oh, here comes Silence. Not on a party member where it matters, but okay. I am not one to judge, Goldor. You do whatever you want. I'm not gonna stop you. You probably got like you probably got some pretty big arms under that armor. I mean, you're just going around punching people with armor? That is perfectly fine. You and your Batman gauntlets. You can do whatever you want. 56 damage, that's actually not that much. Wow. Ingus is turning into quite the powerhouse for physical defense, isn't he? I mean, he's got pretty good health, he's got pretty good defense going on, he's dealing the most damage out of anyone. He's doing stuff, he's putting in work, you know? Hoping this is the last turn though. Maybe I should actually demonstrate what happens when you cast magic on him. Actually, he may start casting Reflect on himself as— oh, never mind. Never mind, Ingus just punched a golden dude's dick off. That's fine. Sure. I'll roll with it. So now that we've beaten Goldor, we can actually get the 4th crystal. Wow. We've gotten all the job classes already. They give them to you fairly early in this game. Stay away, you. If I can't have the crystal, neither will you! Oh. Okay, Goldor's a cunt. Just to let you know. Oop, he's gone. What's going to happen to the world now? We've got to make our exit and find out. Let us acquire this key and free our ship from its bond. Man, oh, that Goldor. I love how Goldor is just like the one villain you don't get to kill. He has the power to escape. He can fly away from reality. Also, I love how it's the Crystal Cave music. That's so... I love the Crystal Cave music. It's so good. I love Scramblings of Fairies. Alright, well, we can teleport ourselves out. Everything seems to be fine. So I'm actually going to go back in and check out where the gold swords are. I believe they're in this room back here. Oop, random encounter. Yay! Treasure! Alright, golden sword, golden axe, golden sword, more golden sword. Oops. Why aren't these guys wearing golden swords, I wonder? I mean, they've got the golden armor thing and stuff, but they really have more like purple swords. Also, I love that 1080. Ingus is totally gonna go snowboarding later. Actually, I've never played any of the 1080 snowboarding games. I know there were only 2 of them. I kind of want there to be a 3rd one just so I have an excuse to play it, but I've heard they're pretty good. Anyway, golden sword. Golden sword. Call it. There we go. Golden sword. More golden sword. Another golden sword, and of course, wyvern claws. Haha! Thought it was going to be another golden sword. No, it was really Dio. And that deals wind damage, I believe, so that would actually probably have been good to have before we fought Goldor. Before he started to deliver some solid gold hits. Now, let's see, let's go find our golden swords and equip them. Yeah, that looks about right. So why then did I make such a big deal about getting these golden swords? What could possibly be wrong with me? You scream at your computer monitors like some kind of person that screams at computer monitors. You should probably actually work out your anger issues with someone. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that screaming at a computer monitor is not going to really accomplish anything in life. I mean, it might be, but the monitor really isn't going to do much of anything, to be honest. Oop, there's bad breath going. Thank fuck that keeps on missing. Thank fuck indeed. Oop, here's another one. Oh man, another run rides the bus. Ah, I love how these sword weapons are just like dealing insane-o amounts of damage. Like insane in the membrane. Actually, I haven't listened to that song. Who did that track? Cypress Hill. Yeah, it was Cypress Hill because it got radio play on DC 101, DC's rock station. Which is strange because it's a 90s rap song. Also, I believe it uses the N-word, so I'm not going to quote it for anyone. Unless you really wanted me to, but... wow. Collision detection on these mountains. Quality. Quality mountains. What you'd expect from Final Fantasy III. I'm just gonna meet you guys back in Amur, actually. Alright, now we're back in Amur, so first off, let's use the key to undo the chain. Hooray! And second off, let's go see an example of these golden swords in action. Golden swords are a surefire way to make your party stronger. Not physically, but financially. See if you scroll all the way down to where we have the golden sword. Problem is, I don't know where the golden swords are. Probably all the way down to Funky Town. There we go. I'm going to sell 10 of them. Not all 11, just 10. But look at how much we have now. That is enough to buy us a lot of stuff. And, you know what, I'm gonna buy a pair of thief gloves just in case. Black Belt Geed and Chakra Band, we're all set there. A heroic shield, now I wonder what kind of weapons we can get. Probably nothing too significant, but just in case. Battle axe, whatever that, it's a knife of some description. I should probably buy one of those too, just in case we go back to thief. Which I probably actually will, to steal shit. That'd be nice. And... gonna get 2 Thunder Spears. There we go, because I believe the next chapter of the game will involve the use of a Dragoon. I think. Maybe, I don't know, I can't remember this game. It's not like I've ever played this game or anything like that. Ah, there we go. Everyone slept tight. Raffia slept like a log. That's nice, fine and dandy. So, I believe in the next episode we will be boarding our airship and doing some stuff. Doing some stuff as soon as I stop having these weird kind of hiccup burps. That's kind of strange. What a way to end an episode, huh?